Hi there, September born spirits, and welcome to your Karmic Death reading. In this reading, we're focusing on the karma indicated by the month of birth, and in your case, of course, September. In numerology and astrology, there are a few ways to find out your karma, and I'm gonna do a bunch of readings with different topics. In this one, we're focusing, as I said, on the karma indicated by your birth month, and together this one together with the karmic birthday give you some sorts of a program of what to do in this lifetime to make sure you're passing zero karma to your next one. I'm going to start with a short numerology report. So you are born in September, which is the 9th month. And then in the second part, I'm going to do oracle and tarot reading, mainly oracle, to see how the information we get from the numerology actually stands for you in the present moment. What else? I think we can start. Oh no, one more thing. So with yesterday's October reading, we finished the baby group. With your reading today, we're starting the schooler group, but we're not quite there to schooler because you are the preschooler. So in terms of spirits or age of spirit, for this cycle of birth and incarnation and reincarnation you are in right now, you are the preschooler spirit. Okay, and I think we can start. This is for the introduction. If something slipped right now, it shall come during your reading and we're gonna talk about it then. Let's start with your numerology report, September preschooler. The spirits that come to form, that take form in the month of September, have a very, 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 and I cannot emphasize this enough, very powerful astral body. So your astral body is very, very well developed and very strong and very influential for the physical life. Consequently, you should not engage yourself in businesses, in anything belonging to the material world. Moreover, dedicate yourself to the spiritual world, to the world of education. You should be constantly learning new things, finding out new information, both for yourself, but also to teach others. To have, in a way or another, a life dedicated more to the spiritual side than to the material one. You have also, it is very important for you to pass this knowledge that you gain. It is not sufficient to just learn new things. It is very important for you to undergo this constant process of self-development. But in the same importance and the same level of importance is to help others to develop themselves. If you manage to fulfill this karmic program, what you get? Wisdom and enlightenment. It is said that in September, one of the wisest and strongest spirits are born because it is only you that you can handle the energy of the Holy Spirit. September born spirits, okay, contain a lot of this energy of the Holy Spirit. Reason why they have that very powerful astral body. It would be amazing if you'd understand what you know and then to pay it forward, because you are very good teachers. So educational system, professions such as teachers, professors, gurus, or anything concerning passing your knowledge. Because being a number 9, the 9 month, you have the tendency to attract around you people that will ask you for advice, people that will try to learn for you, look up at you as a role model with your whole heart. teach them what you know, but without pursuing any interest. So without anything in mind to get in return, without asking ever for anything in return. Even if that person benefiting from your wisdom and knowledge wants to give you something in return, no interest, nothing for you. Just be there for the others. It is plain and simple. This is like the main advice: be there for the others and teach them what you know. And you also constantly put yourself through this self actualization and updating process. And when we're talking about this spiritual side, so focus on the spiritual side more than the material. It doesn't mean that just drop your place of work, resign your job or anything like that so that you can become a Zen master or something like that. No. So I think it is very important, not just for you September spirits, but for everyone in general, to make peace with where you are, because even the place where you are born has a significance. If you get to move and to live your life in another part, another significance. So the land where you are born represents the mother, the land where you move represents the father. So it is all of significant importance. So wherever you are, be spiritual, but don't, as I said, don't think that this involves or means you dropping out of your responsibilities. No. Wherever you are, you need to share your knowledge, to help others, and to dedicate yourself to the spiritual side. But that doesn't mean that you have to neglect the necessities of your material life. But just that, stick to the necessities. Don't go to pleasure or such things belonging to the material, because it is not in your karma, it is not in your blueprint, and it shall not work for you. This is what I have for this numerology introduction. And now, Libra. Okay, so Libras are born in September. Okay, so Libras are one of the spirits that are born in September. September born spirits, apparently the Libras are very powerful in here. Again, September born spirits. I'm thinking now, okay, let's go. Because I tried, for all previous readings, I tried to separate myself and to keep myself away from the signs. Because these are like just month. And each month mostly has like basically has like two signs. So for September, first it's Libra, and then towards the end of September, Scorpio. Okay. Or is it Virgo and Libra? Because right now, no, it's Virgo and Libra. So sorry. Okay. So born in September are Virgos and Libras. Just to be fair to both signs. But again, I just want to separate myself from the signs. And let's go to the second part of this reading, which is the Oracle and one Akashic Tarot deck to show us an image of where you stand with this karmic program, September born spirit. I'm going to use this archetype deck to get 3 past lives that influence this current incarnation of yours. Then, with the Akashic Tarot, we're going to find out more details about these 3 past lives and how they work and influence your current one. With the Karma cards, we're going to find out your major karmic task for this lifetime. We're going to use the Dreamweaver Oracle to see how to complete your karmic task, how to achieve the karmic program. And this is going to be the karma part of the Oracle Tarot reading. And then in the second, we're going to focus on the Dharma, because completing this karma will also provide some Dharma, some sacred knowledge for you. With the Eternal Seeker deck, we're going to find out what are you seeking for in this reincarnation. So what is your major Dharma? I mean, what is your Dharma? And finally, with the Sacred Blessings Oracle, we're going to see the essential sacred 3 blessings guiding and lighting your way. So, September born spirits, September preschoolers, let's start the reading and see for you what are 3 past lives. I have like this feeling that with everything going on in here, I was just thinking now. So I have 2 important humans in my life born in September. One was my father, and he was a Virgo. So I should have known that at the beginning of September, because he was born in the first days of September, and he was a Virgo, obviously. I started like, I feel like a bit clumsy and a bit messy with... Let's see. Okay. So you do have a very powerful astral body. The astral or the emotional body. I'm thinking now you may experience a lot of vivid dreams and out-of-body experiences with your powerful astral body. Let's see, this last shuffle. September preschoolers. Let's see, 3 past lives influencing the one you're in right now. Let's see. Oh, you had a lot of lives. I'm curious. I'm just gonna count them to see if there are 9. So 1, the prince. 2, the angel. 3, the shapeshifter. 4, the Don Juan. 5th, the destroyer. 6th, the poet. 7th, the virgin, and the saboteur with number 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, almost a 9. The child nature right there. Let's see, 3 past lives. So apparently in this cycle, you've had 8 past lives. So you're now getting with this life, which makes sense. So you've had 8, and with this 9th one that you're into, you're born into the 9th month. Oh, that's interesting. So you're completing your 9th cycle of lives in a 9 month. So these 2 here and these 2 came together. So these are 2 separate lives, and these 2 you are in this one. So the oldest life you have is as a visionary knight. The visionary, I get it with the saboteur again, the virgin. Okay, so they are all here. Poet, destroyer. No. So we have 4 of them that still managed to stick together, to stay together. The saboteur, the virgin for the Virgos, the poet and the destroyer. And let's say, because we talked about signs in this one, let's say the saboteur Virgo and the destroyer Libra poet. Okay. And should I take maybe like these 2 cards and these 2 together for these stories? No, because I'm treating you as a collective. Okay. But just to mention, so for the Libras, from those 8 past lives at the beginning, these 2 still have karmic program besides these 3 ones that I've established for the reading. So not only these 3, with those 8 cards popping at the beginning of the reading, so you have a lot of karma. So you have karmic program from last life, last before your the one you're into now, second and first past life, which built up karmic debris. But you still have extra from a fourth one. For Libras as a destroyer poet, and for Virgos as a saboteur. So for the Virgos, the light attribute highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. In the shadow, induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. And for the Libras, the destroyer poet, which one should I leave? Both get destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life in the light. And with the poet, it also in the light, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And in the shadow, for the destroyer, intoxication with destructive power, Libras, destroying others' dreams or potential. And for the shadow of the poet, turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Okay, and now that I've addressed them, I feel like I can put them back in the deck. Let's start the reading. So the first past life with karmic residue, it's the visionary knight. And somehow these 2 cards just don't go together. Because the knight in here, he seems ready to embark on his journey. And with this visionary card, you're sitting. So this one is ready to go, and this one is ready to sit for a while to interpret these messages in the oracle. So something in this life, September spirits, in this, okay, so this with the spiritual and the material world. This is like the spiritual world with the visionary, and this is like the material, where you worked as a knight. And this is how you get to this karma, so you were supposed to be a visionary, but you did not focus on your spiritual side. You wanted to be part of the material world as well. That is your main karma for this one. Anything else? Let's see. In the light, the visionary has the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. And I think this is how you got to be a very talented knight, due to this ability of yours, due to this capacity of yours. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. What we were mentioning, so this feels like a very powerful advice for this one. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Same, help others, teach others without regard for personal gain. In the shadow, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Okay. And with the knight, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle. Oh my god, sorry. Yeah. The world of the baby dogs confirmed it for me. Just give me 1 second to close the door. Okay, September schoolers. Let's see now. I think for this one I'm good. It's pretty clear. It's basically this one, it's in a way or another, a reenactment of this, or maybe no, not a reenactment, because maybe in this one it was not that much as a choice of yours, but these two archetypes were both, so you had two karmic programs in one for this one. And it's this, because blue and orange are complementary colors. Okay, blue and orange are complementary colors. So in this lifetime, these two, spiritual and material, were complementary. In this one that we just read for the September karma, you have to focus on this visionary spiritual side of yours and of your life. The second life, influencing, past life, influencing your current life, the gambler. The gambler with that character blindfolded. So, but he's like, so he has one foot on the ground, two hands, one foot in the air, and he has this blindfold on his eye. But he's smiling. He's like a fool card. The gambler. In the light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. In the shadow, relying on luck rather than hard work. Okay. In your second past life, what did you gamble? You gambled something. First of all, I will say your intuition. So you didn't follow your intuition. You gambled your intuition, yeah. You gambled your intuition and relied on luck rather than hard work. Maybe this spiritual, visionary imprint lasted till this lifetime. And let's see your last past life, so the one that you came directly into this one, you're now the student. And how is it that you come from a student to a 9th month? So you've learned a lot. Okay, makes sense. Now you can share this knowledge. Now that you were a student in your past life, in this one, you are ready to be the teacher. Light attributes, humility and devotion to knowledge. So now it was not just about, because this is blindfolded. This relies on this crystal ball. This one is just not only intuition flying up in the air, unbalanced, or relying on external instruments. This is an intuition that is very well planted and rooted and very well acknowledged and learned. And so not only you have, you're a full tree of life of knowledge. You're a full tree of knowledge. Okay, with the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Good and evil, complementary as orange and blue. And another thing I'm noticing, so this is a light green, this is a dark emerald green. Okay, so he's unstable, unrooted. Just one foot touches the ground and it's a very thin rope. He doesn't touch the ground. So he's walking on one of those ropes in the air, okay, because he's among the stars. This is a grounded one. So you're not just up in the air. And in this one, as a student, you've expanded your branches. You've bared fruit. Let's see the shadow, nevertheless, because you had some shadow since you're here. Arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge. Destructive ruler. Destructive knowledge. Okay, so something destructive in your behavior, something destructive. And since now you have to focus on the spiritual, it must have been something destructive in the spiritual, because that's why you have to fix it now. Okay. Unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. This again, relying on luck than work. The lack of action. So you had intuition and knowledge, but you lacked action. And how is it now? So you lacked action. And how is it now that you have to focus on the spiritual and not neglect your material? Because it is very important not to neglect, but don't focus on the material. Because this was about a blindfold, and this was about unwillingness. So this is the unseen, and this is the unwillingness. Let's get some tarot cards and see. September born spirits. Let's see more details of these 3 past lives of yours. All of a sudden I feel like very sleepy, like I want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. And this character in here, he seems like wearing PJs. Okay, let's see. Another shuffle. And that's it. Let's see for this first life, 1 card. How? Okay. So this was a jumper. Clearing the way. The 4 of Keys. So in this visionary night past life, you were clearing the way. That's why it was this complementary. So you had your intuition and your spiritual side to guide you, but you also had the night to clear the way. So the night was piercing through, making his way through this forest. And he had this obstacle in here. And maybe you started as a knight. Because the horse in there, the horse in here. And this obstacle on your way activated the visionary in you. But this life, this first past life, it was a life in which you cleared the way. Okay, let's see for this one, something with this one. I think like the messiness and the clumsiness comes with this card. The 6 of Roses, the War of the Roses. And the King of Forces. Okay. So the King of Pentacles involved in the War of the Roses. We have a rabbit, a wolf, and a stag. The War of the Roses and the King of Forces, the King of Earth. So this was a dealing of the past. And with this King of Earth, for this one, you had like to, in the physical, with the King of Pentacles, so in the physical body, in the physical world, you had to use your intuition to sort out this ancient War of the Roses, this ancient thing of the past. But you went into the shadows. Instead of going as the King of Pentacles to this war, you ran away into the woods. You just decided time with the animals is better. So you didn't even fight this War of the Roses. I have in mind now a story from the Bhagavad Gita, Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I should stop the reading until Baby Manolo finishes his concert, or should I just go on? I think it can be pretty annoying to constantly hear. I'm used to it. I'm used to it, but maybe you guys aren't. Oh gosh. Okay, so the War of the Roses. You didn't even go to this war. You ran away. Like whenever I remember stories when I was a child, where when they had to go to perform the military duty, and they had all like this things men would do just not to go. Okay, and the story from the Bhagavad Gita. In one story, the hero has to go to war against. So in the other one, some of his opponents are members of his families, of his family, and he's talking to. I think it's with in a dialogue with Krishna, and he's like, "So how can I do this? How can I go to war against my own family?" And Krishna says that sometimes it is like the human nature cannot understand the divine nature, and like this physical material with the King of Pentacles, ways of the material of the earth cannot be understood just at a physical level. But you feel like you didn't go to this war, or although it was your divine mission, you gambled. And let's see this one. Child divine in here. You didn't go to war because you just prefer to be a divine child? Like you refuse to grow up? Exactly like I said, because it's not just the child, it's a divine child. Maybe you consider going to this war would mean you'd be less divine, in less connection with the divine principle. And let's get one card for that student archetype. Past and last life influencing. Okay, so the treasure. As a student with the Two of Keys, you've discovered a treasure. In this treasure, so in this treasure, with the views of the ego, so when you found this treasure as a student, you already had developed multiple ways of seeing things. And this is how you get to the Akashic library. So you have knowledge. So you have powerful astral body. Absolutely. And this card is in the major arcana represented in this deck like the Akashic library, which in the normal tarot is the High Priestess. So you were a student of the High Priestess. Or you were preparing yourself to become a High Priestess, since you've had access to the knowledge of the Akashic library. And these views of the ego. So the Four of Cups with the Two of Keys. So the Four of Cups with this treasure, okay? So this treasure was something unexpected. You just stumbled upon it. Or so it seems. This treasure is somehow connected with this clearing the way. Because you cleared the way here, you cleared it not only for yourselves, but for the ones that you are teaching how to clear the way, maybe in this life. And this treasure was something unexpected, was something that you just couldn't believe. Like all your four faces, all your four parts of the ego, just couldn't believe it. And when you dare to open this, because you open the treasure is open. Guess what? The Akashic library, the energetic database of the universe. No wonder you became this immersed, powerful student. Okay, now let's see with the karma cards for this life what is your major karmic task related to this necessity of yours to focus on the spiritual without neglecting the material, and to share and spread your knowledge, to unconditionally and unlimitedly share your knowledge. How is this major karma best described by one of this? So it's the 8th house. Okay. Personal power, the mysteries of life, and a major change. As a life or death issue. Complementary again. So this is a life or death issue. Getting and using power. Use other people's resources. This goes very well. We use other people's resources. So that may be as an explanation why you don't have to focus on the material world that much, because you will always have people. But no. I say no. This is a life or death issue. Will you get and use your own power, or will you build more karma by teaching others and asking for things in return? Which is this karma with the visionary. So this is life, in your case, getting and using your personal power, or death, using other people's resources. So it is about the 8th house. Check what placement you have in your 8th house. Read information about that planet as well. Because your major karmic task involves a major change in your 8th house. Let's see with the Dreamweaver deck. How can you achieve this 8th house karma? How can you complete the karma of the 8th house? Let's see, September preschoolers. Okay, let's see. How can you manage to complete this karmic program of the 8th house? How can September born? Let's check it out with all the magic everywhere. Okay, with all the magic everywhere. A lot of choices for you, apparently. Let's just stick to a few ones. Two. Okay. So first, number 12. If the wild ones come with sticks, what the winter spirits know? No, so let's, because I put it, so this was the first card I've seen. But I have it here like this, and it makes more sense. What the winter spirits know, if the wild ones come with sticks. So the stillness of the winter, when this circus comes into town, the spiritual side of winter, like in winter, we cannot focus on the material. Like you cannot plant. I'm thinking now of the natural world. So you cannot plant things. You are not busy working. So you are, in a way or another, advised by nature or forced by nature to go inside, to focus on your spiritual side. And when these wild ones come to town, when the circus comes into town, so this is all about the gains, the resources, like spring, summer, and fall. But in winter, there's one season where it is all about stillness and about the inside. Even like we're spending a lot of time inside our homes. So what the how to achieve this karma of the 8th house? Using the stillness and going inside, inspired by the winter spirit, when this wild ones, when this, so going to the spiritual, when this material world plays these drums, making this loud noise, this circus parade. So what the winter spirits know, if the wild ones come with sticks, and they come with sticks, with fire, with wands. Okay, this is for your karmic part. Let's switch to your dharma now. Let's see the eternal seeking of the September born spirits. What is the dharma they are seeking in their lifetime? What dharma is revealed to the September born spirits if they manage to complete this karmic program of theirs? Okay, so today is not a good English day. That one for sure. Hope, number 19. So this is what you are seeking for, hope. And now I'm going to the story of Pandora and the box. The last thing left at the bottom of the box. So when Pandora comes to this world, when spirit comes into the material world, she's like the perfect creation of all gods. But she also brings this box with all disasters and everything that you can imagine. But hope, it's the last thing left at the bottom of the box. So this is what you are looking for the last thing left at the bottom of the box. And so she is advised not to open the box, but because she's curious, she opens the box. And she manages to capture hope, the last thing left, when she manages to close the box. And with this peaceful white dove, expressing peace, and with the widespread wings, freedom, you are seeking for hope. And this bird's nest with those 2 eggs in there. So you're protecting 2 things, but hope brings these 2 eggs together, because both eggs came from this white dove. I had another one. Is this one maybe? Intuition. Number 21. So the sun and the world. This is what you are seeking for in this lifetime of yours. For the sun and the world. And let's see what sacred blessings are guiding you on your way towards hope. Maybe the hope is a wound of yours. But this wound of yours is somehow connected to you, like giving up on your intuition with it, gambling your intuition. Gambling. Okay, now let's switch, because with this whole gray. So in this very gray world, you're seeking for the white dove, for hope. Let's have one last shuffle. September preschoolers, and see what blessings you have guiding your path. 1. And this one's, so the devil, the muse. The 5th world. So you are the guardian of the 5th world. Meditation and prayer. Or maybe through meditation and prayer, connect to the guardian of the 5th world. However you feel it. But meditation and prayer to either connect to the guardian of the 5th world, or meditation and prayer because you have the knowledge of the Akashic library and you can very well be the guardian of the fifth world. And meditation and prayer to bring the knowledge through meditation and prayer. So through meditation, you are receiving what you've asked for through prayer. And something with the fifth world. But your blessing right now, it's the muse. So you're looking for hope, and your a blessing is inspiration. The goddess of inspiration, the muse of inspiration. Death and rebirth. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Death and rebirth. But why is it that this three came? I feel like they're explaining this one. So the muse. Your blessing is that you are the muse. Yeah, so inspire others. Not only so learn and teach others, not only through your knowledge, but also be a muse for others to follow. But also be an example for others to learn through the way you live your life, through everything that you are. Let's see, anything else? I feel like taking another blessing. I want to have another blessing for you. Because we talked with the signs and everything. This was a bit weird as a karmic death reading. I don't focus on the signs. We had the two signs. Let's have two blessings. So this is the main blessing. The identity. The identity of the muse. So not only that you are the muse, but you have to be aware of this identity of yours. And why are you not aware, and how can you become aware? Because this is a blessing now. So remembering your identity as a muse. So for this ones, you could not remember your identity. You knew you had this connection to the high priestess world, to the intuition, to the world of intuition, but you did not remember exactly like how is it that you had that connection. Identity, the womb, okay? And I'm thinking of all those stories with the children born out of mortal women and gods that do not know their identity. So transformation of the womb. Transformation of the womb. Because you feel like one of those babies in here where the mother just protects you, puts you, hides you in a shell. But now this is transforming. So you were hidden. You were hidden. And now this is transforming. You remember your identity as a muse. Okay. Okay. Now, and the Tree of Life at the base of the deck. Now I think things are clear, at least for me. I hope that for you as well. Remember the spiritual winter when the material wild ones come with sticks. What you are seeking for, it's hope. And your blessings is the remembrance of your muse identity. So now you can really like teach others. And the most important thing I would feel like mentioning once more, to never ask for anything in return. To just share your knowledge free of any interest. And with this, September born spirits and dear September preschoolers, I shall end this reading, and wish you a wonderful rest of your day and see you in a next reading. Goodbye for now.